Yes, I was muted. Oopsie, here we are. Back again. Sock versus Happy coming up now. Yeah, winner match. The winner of this one, best of 3, will move on into the playoffs. Happy was able to do that last month in the first monthly TP League already. He made it all the way into the final. Sock gonna try to break the streak. Happy, of course, an absolute menace. And this is perhaps the matchup where he's hardest to beat in. Against Human. His matchup against Human and his matchup against Night Elf are utterly insane. Let's see what we get here, folks. Happy in the bottom right, starting off with a Lich first. Seems to want to go for a fast expansion, which really excites me. I love these 2-base versus 2-base kind of games. I've seen them quite a bit from Happy on the stream and in tournaments. And they seem to work quite well. Most humans, I think, try to counter-expand against it. When Happy was off-racing as Human himself, he would be playing aggressively against it. But with the footy over here, I think Sock is gonna go... Is he gonna go for an instant expansion creep, maybe? No, okay. I thought he was gonna pull the camp here, but no, he's gonna go scouting with footy. Oftentimes, we land in the late game with super huge armies, and Happy then normally skips destroyers because gyros and stuff, and just goes mass fiends and A-bombs. And I'm not sure what the best human counter is. It seems like knights aren't really it, because knights don't do well against A-bombs at all. I was thinking about griffins. If maybe griffins could be a way. The griffins always seem to be so expensive. You need lots of them, hard to get to, you need triple hero with good levels, and you need upgrades. Yeah, I'm not sure. But that is, of course, thinking about the late game. We are still in the early game right here. Archmage starting off with a wonderful early game item. Claws of Attack, exactly what he wants. So Archmage and Lich will be meeting here in a moment. And if you guys were watching yesterday, Krav versus Hawk. Krav had a crazy strat on Springtime with a fast expansion. And he lost that game, I think primarily because he didn't use his Lich perfectly. Let's take a look at how Happy uses his Lich. My prediction is there's going to be at least one Nova on the Archmage. And I think you have to do that. I think you have to pressure the Archmage and prevent the Archmage's damage output if you can. But at the same time, also kill peasants. So, this is not so easy to pull off perfectly. More ghouls coming from the main base for Happy. He's not quite level 2 yet. He's missing a little bit. Very tempted to go for the footy. That footy would result in the level up. The double claws, of course. Wonderful. Oh, and there's the Archmage. Bow forward. Happy holds on to the Nova still. One ghoul. Gonna go down. Happy doesn't get the return kill yet. And so far, Sock is holding his own. But the peasants have been pulled back. Sock was not willing to start the expansion. That may have been exactly the right call, because Happy is looking for the vulnerable peasants. But is not finding them. Oh, but the tower. He's gonna get the cancel. Oh, the ghoul damage is enough because there's no peasants here to repair. Oh, that's painful. Maybe Sock played it a little bit too careful. And there you see it. Nova on the Archmage. Ah, I love it when I'm right. Just kidding. It's kind of a douchey thing to say. I love it when I'm right. But yeah, it's really important to properly micro this army early. Gonna go for the boots now, of course. The expansion for Happy is almost done. Especially now with the boots. Sock has to be careful with his AM. The Lich can chase after him, so he has to go for boots himself. I wonder if it's ever worth it to buy both boots here and sell one pair. Alright, here we go. And this is the dangerous moment. Lich comes in to harass the economy. So there always have to be 2 footies on the Lich, I would say. 3 footies, maybe a bit too much. And there you see it. Nova on the Archmage right away. Force him away. This AM is the thing that deals the most damage in the human army. This is the big strength of the Lich. You can pressure the Archmage right away. Much more so than with a Crypt Lord, say. I think Sock is making a mistake not also always pressuring the Lich. I think he has to have at least 1 footy always on the Lich. Maybe even 2. Woo! Archmage suffering. He needs a shop really bad. And that was big damage. The expansion is delayed by so much. Happy's already on his way to tier 2. AM finally gets to level 3 here.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think Sok just delayed the expansion by too much, right? Like, he had the tower coming up, but then he pulled back the peasants. I wonder if he couldn't have stuck around there. The Lich was only level 1 for such a long time, but Happy finds the opening, like he so often does. Lumber at least is looking okay for Sok. He's going to be able to start the tech soon, but Happy's halfway through already. Sok has level 2 water elementals. They are very strong, of course, against ghouls. And the Lich is still far away from 3. So maybe Sok can try to do some counter damage here. It's quite a few ghouls here already. If Happy has the opportunity also, he always tries to surround the water elemental, take it out early. But deny. Denies here are important to slow down the level 3 Lich if possible. One Acolyte died, and it was a good amount of lost mining time. But most Acolytes do still survive in the end. Another Water Elemental summoned. Oh, could kill one more Acolyte here if he focuses. Ah, that one barely gets away. Oh, but the Archmage, he's got the boots. That's a double kill. Alright, nice. Sok is getting something done here. Happy will clean this up at some point. But certainly costing him something. Good counterattack by Sok. 2 ghouls close to falling. Sok would love to grab those. But he knows one more Dark Ritual and a Nova. And the Archmage is going to be super low HP. But he's got the TP still. And it's only level 1 Nova still. In the meantime, we got a Graveyard coming. Second Crypt, perhaps a bit late by Happy. Oh, look at the ghoul saves. Look at the ghoul saves. First against the Water Elemental on the one side, then against the Archmage on the other. Very nicely done by Happy, as so often. And here again the difference comes in between Happy and other undeads. Oh! He had this round for a second. Other undeads would have lost easily 3 more ghouls here. But Happy saves most of them. And the more ghouls survive, the better your frenzy timing is going to be on tier 3. And that's happening soon. Oh, the tech looks really slow. Tech looks really slow. I feel like Sok has to go into rifles. I think if he skips rifles, his army's just gonna take too long to build. This Happy keeps creeping. He's finally gonna get that level 3. Sorry about the overlay again. It keeps bugging, guys. Sorry. Alright, another attack. Oh, if he gets the slaughterhouse cancelled, that would be really big. It's daytime. You should see it. Oh, slaughterhouse, Sok. Slaughterhouse is the best thing you can go for here. No, he's not doing it. He's going towards the Acolytes in the back. And now they're just level 3. And now we have level 2 Nova. Oh, it's such a big Nova right here. Right here. Oh. Happy holding on to it for a moment. There we go, attacking the slaughterhouse now. But the Water Elementals aren't really part of it. Does he have enough damage? I think so. It's a good amount of footies. Alright. Good cancel. That's a big deal. This slows down statues quite a bit. We have one more slaughterhouse at the expansion, but you want to have 2 slaughterhouses as the undead. And Sok is finding windows to attack. I like that. Reaches tier 2. MK coming. Tier 3 as well. Seems like he doesn't want to go rifles. He's not on the new rifle hype train just yet. Lich doesn't have too much mana here. Small mistake by Happy. Not buying enough rods, perhaps. There we go. We got a few more now. Alright. Good game. Interesting back and forth, but Happy definitely has the lead. He is now in tier 3. We got the Fiends coming out. Is he skipping Frenzy? Would be weird. That first Frenzy timing, even if it's not that many ghouls, is super potent. And he still has 7 ghouls, I believe. It's gonna be Knight's Gyros, as it seems here for Sock. I would love to see Sock and Chimiko try to experiment more with rifles. Like I said earlier, I think it might have potential. I'm not sure if it's better than Knight Gyros, but I feel like it's worth trying out. Oh, Archmage. Ouch. Coil Nova hurts. He had the one heal potion, that was decent. Oh, trying to sound the ledge. And... ah, he doesn't quite get it. Nova's his way out of there. He's got a TP anyways, so it's not really that scary. Has to fight for every kill here, and he doesn't really get them. Even the ghouls survive. The heroes definitely look better for Happy right now, and the statues are so helpful. One statue was forced away thanks to the water elementals. 36 supply only though for Sock. And that's the problem with knights. You have to wait so long until you can finally start building your army. Tier 3 can't happen fast enough. Dark Ranger 3rd is to be expected here from Happy. I talked about this before with X-Lord, and he said that he doesn't feel like Dark Ranger is so good. And I also wonder if maybe like a Pit Lord could be good. Or something else. Maybe even a Panda? You probably want something that you can coil. What about a Dreadlord? Dreadlord for sleep? It seems like there isn't really a great third hero choice. But the Dark Ranger is always at least decent. She's never a bad hero. Archmage plus 20 damage, not bad. But a very low HP. A frail old man, like we know all too well. Alright, here we go, this is it. Happy with a big push, he's ahead by 20 supply. Sock is trying to spend his money. First knight, oh no, it's getting caught right away. Ooh, okay, save with the staff. That was scary. Sock has hardly anything. He doesn't have a heal scroll either, by the way. The gyros might end up being dead supply. Happy doesn't even have destroyer form. He's upgrading it? No. Doesn't have destroyers. In 2-base, Happy tends to skip destroyers entirely. And then the rifles don't do anything. And that's another argument for maybe riflemen would be better. Because riflemen are always capable of doing something. TP away. Double click TP. It's kind of weird. Alright, we have a good number of knights out. Big problem, of course, with the Lich build is you don't have frost armor. So Sundering Blades can be really strong. Oh my god, the MK is instantly dead. Silence on the pally. Staff may have been on cooldown. Not sure. And it doesn't seem like it's enough knights. They are 1-1 upgraded, but Happy's just simply too far ahead in this game. The militia. Militia call is a bit late, right? These militia should have been earlier. And they're also busy with the illusions. Happy nowadays loves also buying illusions from the marketplace, and for good reason. They make the fight really hard to have an overview on. And many players, most players, get distracted by illusions. Oh, we do have griffins! Oh, damn! I completely missed these. Goddamn overlay. Sorry. Oh! MK almost died again. Staffing out. But the thing is, of course, web is a very easy transition. These griffins probably only work very well if you're even in supply. Happy's waiting for the web to finish. He's fighting into the griffin. He doesn't care. And one griffin also not that scary. Archmage! Dead now. Very squishy. Whole light wasn't ready. And now it's only the paladin left to fight with the rest of the boys. Web is finished. The griffin will fall.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh. A few more kills available here. Oh my god, that damage. The knight pays for it. And now we have more A-bombs coming in. And this is another problem I have with knights. They're only good against fiends. They're not good against anything else. Which I again say, maybe we should try rifles. Maybe rifles would work better. I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I would love to see it experimented with. Happy's hero is now absolutely crazy. Level 4 DK, Dark Ranger level 3, Lich almost level 5. And that might be the point of no return. That's, I guess, the downside of rifles. They definitely are weaker against Nova than Knights are. Thank you, Darkwing Duck with the 62-month resub, and bye, Sly with the 19 months.
A player's forces are under attack.
But if the expansion had been earlier for Sock, if he hadn't been so far behind, if his levels were better, and if he had more Griffins, this could have been perhaps a way different game. Perhaps. But of course here, Happy is extremely far ahead. Wait. I guess the supply lead somehow. Wait, what? When did that happen? Well, it's even supply, I guess, at 70. But Happy has the way stronger heroes. Way, way stronger. The Pally's almost 3. That's pretty good. The Archmage almost level 4 is also really good for the aura. Griffins are certainly very strong against statues. Oh, the cool thing is the gyros might soak up a couple of webs. Oh! Dude, this is like the Mr. Winner army. Knights, Griffins, gyros. Mr. Winner always played it on one base, though. So if Happy wants to optimize more here against this human army, he should definitely turn off autocast on web and manually cast it on the Griffins, which is something that undeads really aren't used to, because normally autocast is always on web. Oh, creep jack now. There's no TP. The Pally isn't quite level 3 yet. Silence on something on the MK. He doesn't have clamp, by the way. Shouldn't he go clamp, I wonder? Alright, pretty chaotic fight. The Pally, he's fighting level 3. He's fighting against the creeps. Use the Divine Shield, trying to survive against the creeps. But Happy's army are just so much stronger. Level 3 Nova is crazy strong. And it's 2 more Griffins going down. Happy super far ahead. At 80 supply, even jumping into high upkeep. May want to cancel something. Oh my god, the Nova against the peasants. Level 3 Nova is crazy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, here we go. We got a couple of gyros in the air, but it doesn't seem to be enough. 6 gyros against 4 destroyers. That isn't gonna work out, I don't think. Okay, very chaotic fight though. Militia help would be a big deal, but we have hardly any peasants left over, of course. Lich eats a skelly. He gets 200 mana for it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does Sok have a chance here? His heroes are still much weaker. That's the big problem here, I guess. One more Abomination goes down. MK, MK, MK in trouble. Holy light. That's the last one, though. And the Paladin almost gets nuked. But Sok has to tap out. That's GG. But that was kind of, sort of close in the end. If that early game is better for Sok, if the expansion and the tech aren't delayed by so much, this could be a different game. I think Sok got too afraid. He crept the first 2 camps, he got the level 2, he was bullying the Lich pretty well in the middle of the map, and then he sent back the peasants to delay building the expansion. I think that definitely was a mistake. But in large parts, still a very good game by Sok. Good showing. Happy wins in the end, though, as he does so often. 1-0 lead. Let's see if Sok can bring it back. Happy now one step away from qualifying for the playoffs, which are going to be next week, right? Yes, next week on Wednesday. We're going to have the playoffs. TH is under, beat Happy's Human. Yep, true. And Happy's Human defeated TH is Undead. And there was some back and forth. And in that series, this is why I'm talking so much about rifles today. In that series, you saw a lot of rifles. And like I said, I think there might be some potential there. But so far, Soccer still sticking with the Night Gyros. I like that he's at least mixing in Griffins. I think pure Night Gyros is not going to cut it at all in 2-base versus Lich. With Griffins, maybe. With Griffins, if he's in a better position, maybe. The cool thing with Griffins and Knights also is the upgrades of attack carry over. Armor upgrades don't, but attack upgrades do. So I wonder if it might be worth it to go for 2-0 quickly, and then maybe Knight upgrades after. Of course, first you gotta have the expansion, first you gotta be in a position to do that economically, and of course Happy always makes that very tough when he goes on the peasant hunt. So, oh, thank you, La Lel, with the first time sub. Welcome. Ghoul build by Happy. On this map specifically, Concealed Hill, setting up this expansion is super tough, as this goldmine camp is very hard to creep. So this Ghoul aggression can be devastating. And for that reason, I think humans shouldn't expand on this map. I think you should send out a scout footy, and if you see it's a ghoul build, don't expand. Just play one base, rifles, tier 3. But most humans do want to expand. There are ways of safely doing it as well. By creeping, for example, the lab first, the other camps after, level 3 Archmage, and then creep this camp with a whole bunch of footies, Archmage 3, and Militia. But Zog is not gonna go for the lab. Acolyte Scout checks out what's going on, and the footy's gonna do the same on the other side. DK gonna start creeping the same as the Archmage is. Gloves of Haste for him. Oh! And what's Suck doing now? That is me clapping, boys, because that's what I exactly want to see. No expansion, but rather one base play. Archmage moving out on the map. Is he gonna try to attack the gold mine? Happy is insanely good at Acolyte juggling. This normally never works. Okay. Both can... Interesting. Sock. Sock. Oh! Well, that's Watch Elementa kind of wasted. Oh, that's level 2 for Happy. Sock needs to start the tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Slipping a bit here with the details. Cool thing is, Sock can now Militia creep the green camp here to get level 2. But getting that water elemental surrounded, that was definitely a mistake. Sock should have stuck around here at the green camp. Tried to creep it maybe himself, but giving that level 2 to the DK there was not ideal. And Happy is expecting the Militia to creep this. So the DK is heading south, ready to harass.
A player's forces are under attack.
We got a lot of ghouls out on the map. Sock finally gets to level 2. Ooh, just barely. Thanks to the Acolyte. And there's no tower in the main base. This is a bit annoying for Sock. Happy's got the tele staff. He's still waiting for the Militia to creep this. He's completely expecting the Militia here. Imagine if the Acolyte had been denied. This Archmage would be stuck on level 2. What's he gonna do? Sock finally gonna realize the DK isn't here. He's gonna try to creep this green camp now. But right then, the DK used the tele staff to join the ghouls. Now we got the aura. Great play by Happy again. Takes the creep and the item away in the south and has the tele staff to return north. And should get the big turtle there as well. Now with the ghouls, he can try to surround. And he's got it. And that's hard to prevent.
Player's forces are under attack.
And right after, Happy can go over to the gold mine. Creep that one easily with the ghouls. And Sock is maybe wasting a bit of time. He's running north again, but he's going to be too late. He's expecting the merchant creep maybe, but that's not the case. Ring of Regen, very good for the DK. He's almost level 3. But doesn't quite have it yet. Can he get a ghoul kill here at least? Yeah, one ghoul gonna go down. But the rest should survive. Oh, deny. Okay, you know. I was quite critical there, saying if he perhaps isn't wasting his time heading north, but 2 ghoul kills isn't bad. But it's still not much experience for the AM at all.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Lich is gonna join in a moment. DK, does he get the coil last hit? No. Every creep here matters. Every bit of experience is important. MK second. No tier 3 yet. But level 3. DK is kind of surrounded, but he's got the staff. He's also just simply very strong. He canceled the staff. Wait a minute. Can he force the TP here? Not really. Dude, the Lich is gonna come out in a moment. This Archmage better be careful. No tier 3. Sock is not going tier 3. If he doesn't go tier 3, he's not going to have a chance in the late game. The MK is joining. So is the Lich. Maybe he's delaying his tier 3. Or maybe he's going to stay tier 2. We'll see. Oh, Happy. Not considering this MK perhaps. But what about the Archmage? Coil is ready. And that's the kill. MK chasing for the next Stormbolt. He's going to survive one, or at least use the TP. Yep. With the TP, he gets out. He put in the Death Knight, he can return to the fight. Well, it was at least only level 2 AM, maybe. Silver lining. I thought that was going to be worse. I thought that hero loss might be GG right away, but it isn't. Archmage going to be back in a moment. MK got some solo experience. But again, Happy is ahead in hero levels. Like he almost always seems to be. Fighting up here on the high ground could be great for Sock with Militia and all that. Overlord pull. Does work out in the end. Happy closes this around. Ooh, but the Coil Nova. That's one rifle down. And we got plenty of skeletons. These skeletons are actually really helpful right now. And not having level 3 AM for Watch Elementals. Level 2 seems to be a big problem. Alright, Sock. He needs to get this big boy. Watch Elemental. Trap. Alright, he should certainly get the item. But Happy might be able to steal the last hit. Oh, Happy running now into the rest of the creep camp. Taking some damage here. Good timing. Love the militia by Sock as well. To bring them if needed. They didn't need him, apparently. He's finally going tier 3. But quite late. Quite late indeed. The experience from this camp is still valuable. But I think Sock has to call the militia again. NK's got good mana. The medallion is great for the Mountain King. You see the Archmage level 3. It's Water Elementals, not Aura. Alright, and I'd say Happy still has the lead. Having more experience, but it's a playable game. We do have Clap on the MK, I like that a lot. I think you really have to go Clap. In that first fight, when the ghouls run in, it's so important to have Clap. And you need to have Dispel against the Silence. And here we have Adept Training coming now. The first moment of the fight can be so decisive oftentimes. We see that in Undead versus Orc all the time with the TC Stomp. The first Stomp can oftentimes decide the fight. In this fight, it's going to be crucial for the MK to be protecting the rifles in the back when the ghouls run in and to dispel the silence with the priests. Or you can use the Invul Potion. But ideally you want to use the Dispel. Or, as we like to call it here, Dispel. Pally finally joining. With that, we have Sock in upkeep. Slight supply lead. But the Deke is about to get level 4. That's a big level up. Oh, and the Lich level 3. Huge level ups here for Happy. He's going for a TP again to be safe. Oh, he didn't quite get level 4. He needs one more kill. And Sock needs the Pally. He's coming. Doesn't have a staff, does he? No. I feel like many humans also really overvalue the Orb of Fire. Especially when you fight against the Ghoul army. Orb of Fire doesn't really help much. Because you need to kill the ghouls first. And there, the heal reduction isn't really important. So, having more units instead of an early orb might be better. Against A-bombs, of course, they're amazing. But anyways, here we go. Silence. Didn't hit anything. Happy botches the silence. Oh no, he hit the priests. He hit all of the priests. So they can't actually dispel. Oh, I didn't realize. That was pretty sick. But now the silence is over. He silenced the priests so the skellies don't get dispelled. Inner fire getting dispelled now. Oh, and the rifles again seem to be getting caught out. Nova, follow up. That's one more kill. Happy playing around his cooldowns. Playing from range. Supply still very even, but Happy certainly got more kills in that exchange. Problem for Sock is this Pally is looking very underleveled. The Dark Ranger way stronger. And this is why I would have much preferred to see a faster tier 3. Oh, lots of destroyers being morphed. Uh-oh. Sock getting flanked. His rear is getting attacked, and it's going to be one more kill. Happy is he going to fully commit now? Seems like he is. Clap countered by the heal scroll. Very nicely done. And the ghouls are just threading through this army. The ghouls dealing with the rifles. The destroyers in the air can't be controlled. Can't be killed. Happy's killing one thing after the next. And now the Dark Ranger Black Arrow is also coming in. Everything is coming beautifully together here for Happy. So didn't have level 2 Clap, by the way. So the ghouls had an easier time there. And the GG is called. And Happy does it again. 2-0 for him. I liked seeing the one-base play with rifles. I feel like that might be the best way to go about it against this build on this map. But not perfect execution there, I would say, by Sock. But anyways, Sock's still gonna have a chance. He's gonna drop down to the lower bracket in the decision match there, and Happy's gonna play on in the playoffs next week.